What is going on, guys? So, by the title of this video, I had a great idea of thinking Toyota is definitely going to have some Supras in the showroom, and I can just sneak in there and take a couple quick videos or pictures. I'm coming back from Toyota now, and the guy's like, I'm just as anxious as finding a Supra as you are. Unfortunately, we don't have them. We get them at the end of the month, but that's all the information we know. But we're still going to make this video happen, and we're still gonna make it good. Shout out to Clearwater Toyota though. The guy that was working there was really awesome, and I just call him up and he goes, hey, how can I help you? You know, the normal spiel. And I was like, I was wondering if you guys had a Supra here. And he goes, you know, I had a feeling because of the car you drive, the modified car, Supra, it all makes sense. And then he gave me all the information he could on it. But I've been seeing so much more about the Supra now because getting released at the end of this month. It is now the newest thing that's coming out, and I thought, you know what? Let's make a thing, 5 things I hate about the new Supra. I just released a video on the Supra of things that people hate in general, but you know what? I think we should make a video on my opinion of it, of 5 things that I personally do not like about the car. The number one thing is something that is missing here. The Supra only comes in an 8-speed automatic. That has to be the number one thing I hate about that car. It is a sports car, it should be in manual. I think it's okay to have an automatic option, kind of, but I think it should have been kind of like the Type R to only come in manual. It's a sports car. It's an expensive high-end sports car. It shouldn't be automatic. People always say if you want to feel the car, you want to feel the road, you want to feel everything, every aspect about the car, you get a manual. How are you supposed to do that in an automatic car? They said it's like a driver's car, but yeah, the driving is automatic, and it kind of ruins half the point of having a sports car because it doesn't have a stick shift. Again, these are all opinions in my mind, but I just think that the Supra definitely should have come in manual. Now, I'm definitely gonna have to do one of those things that I'm gonna have to put pictures up because I tried to get my hands on a car today, but they didn't have any. So number 2 is gonna be the hood of the car. Now this, I think the outside of the car looks really good, but the hood bothers me because the hood is also the fender. Now looking at it, I'll put a picture up like right now. I just think that the hood and the fender should be separate things, and I don't like the fact that it's the same thing. It's a personal thing. I just think it looks kind of weird. I don't know what they were going for with it, but I think the fender and the hood definitely should have been like a different split thing. Again, this is all personal opinions, but I just don't like the hood on the car. I think if they kind of made it, you know, split, would have looked a lot better, but that's just what I think. So yeah, number 2 thing I hate about the car is the hood. Now, I think this next one is going to be more towards the modifying scene of the car. So I think the headlights, the shape of them is kind of weird, and that's my number 3 thing I hate about the car. The actual headlight would be fine if it didn't have that little thing right here. I'll put a picture of it up right here. I just think that because of the way the headlight is shaped, there's not gonna be much customizing with these headlights because I feel like it's gonna be a lot more work to get them apart and get them sealed up properly. I also think the headlights look way too big for the car itself. If they're a little bit, I don't know, different shaped or smaller, they would have looked better. But my main concern is that little thing for modifying, because I think the car is supposed to be more of a tuning car, more of a customizing car, and I think that is actually going to stop people from customizing it because it's more glue and it's just going to be harder to get apart and make aftermarket mods for it. Number 3 is going to be the engine. Not because it's an inline 6 that's not producing as much power as people are expecting, it's because it's made by BMW. Personally, I made a point about this in my last video. I think that they should have gone ahead and produced a 3JZ or something similar to that. I mean, I am a fan of BMW, so I'm not going to complain about BMW parts. They have a longevity issue that I feel like they last to 100,000 miles and then they kind of just don't work anymore. But my main concern is, or my main point is, I think Toyota should have produced their own inline 6 engine, and I think that would have been really cool because if they made a new inline 6, I feel like they could have produced more cars that had that engine and made cooler sports cars. They're talking about how they want to enter the sports car game a little bit more now than they have previously. Before they had the MR2, they had other stuff that I can't think right now, but they said they want to go back and do stuff like that. So I think if they produce a new inline 6 engine or a new platform, it would have been really cool. Instead, they kind of just stole what BMW had going for the Z4. It's okay because it keeps costs down, but at the same time, I really wish they went ahead and developed something new. And the last point of the fifth thing that I hate about the new Supra, man, I'm gonna sound a little bit salty here, but the price point of the car. Now, I don't know all the technology that goes into the car. I don't know what the interior is. I don't know what it's made out of. All I know is it's a $60,000 car with 335 horsepower. Now, personally, I think they could have made the car a lot cheaper, but that's also why they outsourced, because they said if they made their own engine, it would have cost a lot more money. I don't think I'll ever be able to own one because it is a $60,000 sports car. Maybe one day, but then again, if I'm spending $60,000, I'd rather get like a used GTR or something. So I don't think I'll ever get one because it's so expensive. I think if they made it maybe 42 to 45,000, it would have been more appealing to the market, and I feel like a lot more people would have tried picking one up. And then you're looking at the launch edition. I believe there's 1,500 being produced, and most dealers are selling it for like $100,000. That's $40,000 above sticker price, and that is completely outrageous. So my fifth and final thing is definitely gonna have to be the price of the car. All right, let's do a quick recap then. Number one reason is because it doesn't come in manual and it's automatic only, and that is no bueno. Number two, I think the hood and the fender shouldn't be the same part. I think that they should have split it off. I think it would have made it look a little bit better, but that's just me. Number three, the headlights. I don't think the headlights are gonna have much customability because of the shape of them, because they have that little weird wiener looking thing on there, and I think that's gonna ruin it. Number four is the BMW engine. I think they should have made a new engine for it personally. Again, that's just me. And number five is the price point of the car. So let me know what you guys think about the new Supra. Do you think my points are pretty good of why I hate it? Do you guys have better points than I do? So that's the 5 reasons I'm not crazy over the new Supra. I think the car is absolutely beautiful itself. I haven't seen one in person, unfortunately. Hopefully soon we can see one in person. I'm gonna try to go back to that Toyota at the end of the month, see what we can do. But do you guys think my points were valid? Why don't you guys like the new Supra? So let me know in the comments. So comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun shit. Keep doing you, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.